Well, Emily Sparks, your prayers were not wasted. Your love was not all in vain. I owe whatever I was in life to your hope that would not give me up, to your love that saw me still as good. Dear Emily Sparks, let me tell you the story. I passed the effect of my father and mother. The milliner's daughter made me trouble, and out I went in the world, where I passed through every peril known of wine and women and joy of life. One night, in a room in the Rue de Rivoli, I was drinking wine with a black-eyed coquette, and the tears swam into my eyes. She thought they were amorous tears and smiled for thought of her conquest over me. But my soul was 3,000 miles away in the days when you taught me in Spoon River. And just because you no more could love me, nor pray for me, nor write me letters, the eternal silence of you spoke instead. And the black-eyed coquette took the tears for hers, as well as the deceiving kisses I gave her. Somehow from that hour I had a new vision, dear Emily Sparks.
Not character, not fortitude, not patience were mine, the which the village thought I had in bearing with my wife, preaching on, doing the work God chose for me. I loathed her as a termagant, as a wanton. I knew of her infidelities, every one. But even so, if I divorced the woman, I must forsake the ministry. Therefore, to do God's work and watch it crop, I bore with her, and I lied to myself, and I lied to Spoon River. I tried lecturing. I ran for the legislature. I canvassed for books with just one thought. If I could make money thus, I would divorce her.
The secret of the stars. Gravitation. The secret of the earth. Layers of rock. The secret of the soil. To receive seed. The secret of the seed. The germ. The secret of man. The sower. The secret of woman. The soil. My secret is hidden under a mound that you shall never find.
My name used to be in the papers daily, as having dined somewhere, or traveled somewhere, or rented a house in Paris where I entertained the nobility. I was forever eating or traveling. Now I am here to do honor to Spoon River, here beside the family from which I sprang. No one cares now where I dined, or lived, or whom I entertained, or how often I took the cure at Baden-Baden.
When my mustache curled and my hair was black, I wore tight trousers, I was an excellent knave of hearts and took many a trick. But when the gray hair began to appear, lo, a new generation of girls laughed at me, not fearing me. I had no more exciting adventures wherein I was almost shot for a heartless devil. Only drabby affairs, warmed over affairs of other days and other men. And time went on till I came to live at Meyer's restaurant, partaking of short orders, a gray, untidy, toothless, discarded rural Don Juan. There is a mighty shade here who sings of one named Beatrice. And I see now the force that made him great drove me to the dregs of life. After I got religion and steadied down, they gave me a job in the canning works. And every morning I had to fill the tanks in the yard with gasoline that fed the blow fires in the shed to heat the soldering irons. And I mounted a rickety ladder to do it, carrying buckets full of the stuff. And one morning as I stood there pouring, the air grew still and seemed to heave, and I shot up as a tank exploded. And down I came with both legs broken, my eyes as crisp as a couple of eggs, for someone let the blow fire going, and something sucked the flame into the tank. The circuit judge said whoever did it was a fellow servant of mine, so Old Road's son didn't have to pay. And I sat on the witness stand as blind as Jack the Fiddler, saying over and over, I didn't even know him at all.
Henry got me with child, knowing that I could not bring forth life without losing my own. In my youth, therefore, I entered the portals of dust. Traveler, it is believed in the village where I lived that my husband loved me with a husband's love. But I proclaim from the dust that he slew me to gratify his hatred.
I went to the dances at Chanderville and played snap out at Winchester. One time we changed partners, driving home in the moonlight of middle June. And then I found Davis. We were married and lived together for 70 years, enjoying, working, raising the 12 children, 8 of whom we lost ere I had reached the age of 60. I spun, I wove, I kept the house, I nursed the sick, I made the garden, and for holidays rambled through the fields where sang the larks, and by Spoon River, gathering many a shell and many a flower and medicinal weed, shouting to the wooded hills and singing to the green valleys. At 96, I had lived enough. That is all, and passed to a sweet repose. What is this I hear of sorrow and weariness, anger, discontent, and drooping hopes? Degenerate sons and daughters, life is too strong for you. It takes life to love life.